We're finally back. We can continue on. Okay, ruler. Any of vendors. Nobody has a vendor support. Except for this stuff. It's so weak. Any of vendors. Yeah, fine. There's a study ruler. Oh, it's loading so long. Did you guys finish talking? Yes, at least I did. Alright, may I report something? Irene, true name is Liv, a she-demon of storms, and knight of originating from Mesopotamia. Lilith, in some tradition known as the first wife of the first man. I think she is a fairly powerful servant. So anyway, is she an enemy or not? Right, I don't think she's an enemy exactly. What do you mean? I can't say. No, I am being terribly unfair, but Liv, she's probably my problem to deal with. Yours? Yes, please, Master Cuddle. Leave Lilith to me. You got it. Thank you. But if that's when you decide, I can't stop you. Changing the subject, I got a job from King Ahsoka. Apparently we had to head on down to hell. Yeah, we've been commissioned to escort 2 people from purgatory to hell. The demonic beasts and the angels down there are stronger, so we gotta be careful. As for the reward, Holy Crow drops to boost our dagger. Exactly how it gets stronger, I don't know. It won't hurt. I'm sure either way I decided to accept the request. It's no problem, I think. Right, that's good. I'll fill you in the details later. Now Yuki, your turn to talk. What did you talk about with Metatronius? So basically... she casually revealed a lot of important details. Allotting a lot of resources towards building a new mankind rather than saving the current one. Isn't that just like the gate to the conclusion? I find that unacceptable. What else? If there was one other thing out, but I had to handle it. I see, you don't seem like you would answer even if I pressed you. In that case, I'll leave it to you. That's probably the correct decision. Due to the power of sloth, I have forgotten about it, but now looking at it, it does make me feel stressed. Maybe that is why we forgot about it. We wanted to avert our eyes from what would stress us. Try not to look at what we should have. Oh, it's all Metatron's fault anyway. Yes. Best we leave it at that. Alright, first things first, let's get ready for our journey to hell. Also, let's combine the Holy Grail drops we got from Ahsoka with the ones we already had to strengthen the dagger. I suppose Makusa is the only one who can do it right now. Any chance he can. None, you have to forgive me. Thought so. I wish I could, but I don't have enough power left. Doesn't that suck? No, not in the slightest. I'm not one to let powerless and agony get to me. I'm simply out of things I can do. That said, there is a someone besides me here who can strengthen the jurisdiction of your dagger. though she might not be very receptive to the task. What a pain! And not only that, what's this about you wanting to go to hell? The heck? Come on, just give us strength training. Is that how you should talk to me? I'm the damn landlady. Respect me, worship me, and bring me a Satsuma. You really need to make it such a specific type of Mandarin? Satsuma coming right up, man. And why do you have one? King Ahsoka gave us one and said to bring it to her. Chewing, guess I have no choice but to help now that you brought me this Mandarin. Let's see what direction we want to take this power up. The angels will hunt us in hell too, right? Yeah, your sentence is still in effect. Therefore, you will be chased by the angels throughout your entire stay in hell. I guess with that in mind, maybe this would be a good idea. There and done. So what kind of strengthening did you do? If it's something to elevate or exile, that'd be helpful. And that's exactly it. When you're in hell and you need to rest, use it. Okay. Well, I'm tired, so good night. It'd have been great if she could be a bit more specific about the specs, but alright. Let's get a futon up for her and tuck her in. Damn it, she's already asleep. You have to head out in the morning, so I don't think we'll have time for another explanation. However, then we'll just have to use it at some point tomorrow. Right, that's all for today then. See you tomorrow, Senpai Cuddle. Sleep well. Exhaling. You don't seem like you've been having any nightmares at least. I might have been having some, but I don't really remember. I see. Is that bad? I think being unable to recall your nightmares is a good omen. Though, well, there is something relating to this, and I want to ask you. It's just hunch, maybe it's just simple as the fact that you have already solved this, or I guess you're fine with your answer. Both me and Mash have our own sins. And sins have their punishments, of which the nightmares are one. But you're probably already come to grips with your and gone back on your feet. I don't know. Maybe it's because you've already experienced something similar in one of the Lost Belts. I don't think that's it. I wake up just a second before. Just before. Well, regardless, that's a positive development, probably. Thanks. Don't worry about it. Do your nightmares never end? Something like that. But this is the one thing you can't help me with. Neither by action nor by words, got it? Alright, guess it's time to sleep. And so Mash fell asleep while I could only stare at the starless night sky. I think about Mash. I understand why she feels this distress. It's because the sin planted in her since long ago. That's why I emerged in this singularity. I can't understand just how heavy that sin is to carry. I do know that she's suffering. Giving her advice is simple. I just need to be kind to her and ease her suffering. But I know that's probably a bad move. We can't merely dodge this issue forever. Because to do so would be nothing less than for her to throw away her shooter nature. And that would entail a serious decrease in her battle process, as the guardian fairy of the Black Barrel. As a serpent assistant to Mash, that I cannot accept. What I do know is what Mash is about to become. A continuous boundary record, a ghost liner. Forced to forever roam between the year 2015 and 2016. Hey, you awake? You kinda wanna sleep, you know? Come on, haven't you slept enough by now? Why do you not want to go to hell? I mean, who would? Usually only people who have reached the end of the road wind up in a place like that. Unfortunately, I'm part of those left behind, so also why I've been stuffed into this closet. Well, either way, you're a servant so weak you couldn't even defeat a 9th Order angel. I'm in titty top when it comes to fighting humans, at least, but yeah, anything else, and I'm toast. Seriously, why are you even alive then? Isn't dying kinda pain in the butt? Might as well survive playing it lazy and comfortable. Are you looking out for Korea? Wanna see how they do? Ha, you kidding? Their fate has long since been decided. So why would I do something so pointless as helping them? Not that I was ever capable of anything useful. Can't do much for that shield girl either. She's got a fundamental misunderstanding going, see? Perfect imitations are impossible by their very nature, you know? So what other choice you got but to create one your own? Makes sense for someone who hates humans. You sure know a lot about them. That's also completely wrong. I don't hate humans, I loathe them. Though it's not like I hate and loathing are all that different. Just know I can't ignore them either way. Basically, the more you know about something you hate, the more it proves how serious you're about it. It's that same goes for my other half. It is similar, but you know, at her core, the judge is more of a human enjoyer, don't you think? This is why she can't forgive them for going under, and why she wants something to replace pan-human history. Personally, I doubt something that convenient just gonna pop up though. Don't peg yourself neither their ally nor their enemy. Do you all little rascal? So if pan-human history was this beer, would you be celebrating or something? You kidding me? Loafing is how I make my living. If I had nobody to loaf, how would that work? Listen here, you shut-in rookie. Rancor, wrath, resentment, rage, none of those are born by themselves. It's because the world is there, because the world is worthy of being loafed. Even if it's repulsive or on the verge of death, so long as it is there, I will continue to resent it. If you want to make something nice out of it, just because it has such an ugly ending, then what's there left to learn from? God might be okay with that, but not humans. They only got one life. I'm not like that one king. I don't see what the value there is. The things humans make. I just love the energy spent by them getting there. I resent the lives burn away like cheap trash. Humans are born to sin. They embody the spirit of never giving up despite failing over and over. What a joke, right? But that's why life has value. No matter how evil their achievement may be. No matter how grave the punishment that awaits them is. And no matter how pathetic their last moments may be, they'll keep running to the end. They've seen things come to an end so many times, yet still aim for something new. It's that kind of ugliness that I support. So well, long story short, I want the world to stay in good health. How humiliating. Huh? Why? Nothing, I'll keep the humiliation close as I sleep. Good night. Ugh. Shit, she's really fucking fell asleep. Hey, will I ever get out of this closet? This cloth is super fucking tough, bound to feel on it. Damn it, worst case scenario, I might just get crushed to death. Oh, whatever, I'll leave the rest to your younglings. After the bell tolls 9 times, the burial begins, though it's less of a burial and more of a corpse disposal. The corpses are hurled into a casket, after which a tall undertaker hastily buries them in there. Right, this is a dream. I've never been to a graveyard like this, nor would there be a reason for me to be that one. Corpse casket, there is a gruesomeness to it. Each and every corpse. They've been torn apart, drenched in blood. It's a terror, and yet, to me, the most gruesome of them all is the one that covered in ice. Fuck. Bite down on medicine that cleans out my mouth before I fell asleep. The distress momentarily dies down, but I remain asleep, stuck in the interstices of reality and dream. Now, my hands and feet move, and I think no problem, and yet the dream remains. Meaning I'm in a lucid dream. I approach the grave, stare at the corpse. It's not like I didn't know who corpse they were. There's no mistaking it. These are the corpses of the Korea staff I killed. Corpses do not speak. Corpses do not come back to life. All they do is make my sins apparent. I know that. I know that, which is why staring at none of them gruesome corpse perturbs me. Only the ice-covered corpse makes me want to avert my eyes. The other ones were probably killed by the opportunity. As for the ice-covered one, it goes without saying, it was Anastasia, my caster. Regardless of how it happened, the results are the same. It was by my hands that they died. It's probably right for me to accept that I have sinned. Someone feels like tolling bell announced that more corpses were on the way. I imagine that this dream will continue to mercilessly bring my sins to an end. But even so, I feel fine. The time to despair over my sins has already passed, except for her. Just as I think that the bell's tolls ever louder, and it almost feels like I've been stuck in the back of the head. Oh, I'm about to be awakened. The bandage around my finger almost feels like a glove. BGM has been put on probation for a week. The treatment of your fractured finger will continue within about 2 days. I understand, Doctor. Bear, he always pity in his eyes when he looks at you, so why? No, it doesn't matter. How do you feel, Mash? I'm fine, my injuries are light. What I asked about was your mental health. My mental health. What happened to you was outrageous. Surely you have a bone to pick with Bear now. No, not particularly. I don't know why he did it, but I imagine breaking my finger was very important to him. It does conflict with my objective to survive, so his attempt being hindered doesn't bother me either. I see. So regardless of Bear's motive, since it was important to him, you didn't feel like stopping him, is that right? Yes. Holding action and beliefs of others in high esteem is good, but you got hurt, which saddens me. That's surprising you're sad, Doctor. Of course, when you're dealing with humans, you have to make it clear what's okay and what isn't. Even so that you hurt each other does make me sad. And the fact it was so one-sided here makes me even more sad. There's no dialogue there. Dialogue. Humans are beings who engage in dialogue. That's why communication is so important. Doesn't it make you anxious when you don't know what the person you're interacting with wants and what their motive is? But it appears to me BGM rejected attempts at dialogue. I would think so. At times like these, I feel like you have to see him as an enemy. I don't think he's my enemy. I see him as someone who has a different goal from me. Because it wouldn't be like you. You try to avoid labeling people as enemies as much as possible. And even if there were, you wouldn't ever lose your cool over it, I imagine. Because that is what's wanted from you, the so-called best possible behavior. I want you to understand something. At some point, there will be someone who views you as their enemy, perhaps out of hate, or perhaps even out of something greater. Not because they hold different views from you, but simply because they disdain everything about you. Remember this, Mash. When that time comes, under no circumstance should you reject what you feel, even if you happen to be. When I heard those words, I didn't understand all of what he means. But at the time, I did feel like it was important, a warning for the future. Fighting out misaligned views, out of uncompromised cause, out of desire to reclaim the human order and pan-human history. I have no objections about such battle. People fight because they don't something they can't give up on. And so I could never hate someone for that. I never even thought the thought. Everyone's lives life for all that it's worth as proof of their struggle. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I really don't yet. Your sin is purity, that you don't even try to bear the sin at all. I wanted to say that she was wrong. I wanted to flip it on its head and argue against it logically. But all I managed was people go before she started to talk again. And with that, I gained a new nightmare. You're right, Mash. It is that purity of spirit which allows you to be worthy to summon heroic spirits. Many Magi attempted summoning servants before, but for most masters, there are very few servants who would answer their call. The talent, compatibility, personality, beliefs, and just about everything about the summoner come together to choose a servant, and in the same way does the servant choose their master. But in this equation, the servant considerations are more important, as they have considered many different situations to save mankind. For that we have the Round Table Shield. For that we have Mash Clear Light. It is because of your purity that we can employ the shield. It is because of your purity that we can take in so many hero players. So long as you have that shield, we have an infinite possibility of servants to summon. All the way from heroes of myth to humans who have left a great impact on real history. All heroic spirits will surely answer our calls in search of that shield. As such, we want you to remain pure. As such, we want you to remain naive. Yes, no matter what may happen from here on out. Please, 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 please. Isn't that what you want as well? After all, without the shield, you're worthless. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I know Yuki is fine, but how did you two sleep? From what I can tell, you both had terrible nightmares, didn't you? That would be correct. You have my condolences. Ever since I came here, I've been having nightmares every so often, but it's something you get used to. I feel like it'd be bad to get used to. I suppose so. They're part of your atonement, after all. I heard from Metatron that you headed for hell. Do be careful. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that I can give you for the journey. I hope this won't be the last we meet. Make sure to come back in one whole piece. Of course. Then let us eat breakfast. I think Metatron didn't like freshly made hash browns, so I will go wake her up. Where's Lilith? I'm here. Here, you don't have to be surprised. All I did was say hi. Excuse me, you startled me a bit. Good morning, Lilith. Morning. Okay, let's have some breakfast. You're late. Come help me carry the plates, right? Sure. There's a strange tension in the air between Mash and Lilith. Mash did say she was her problem. I wonder, is Mash's problem really something we can just leave her alone? No, I shouldn't think like that. We need to trust Mash on this. Trust. Are you not going to eat cut up? Oh, sorry, right, I should get some too. Could I have some more, please? You sure are hungry this morning, Yuki. How voracious. Here's your seconds. Why were you going by Irene? Don't just out the out of blue, I guess I just went with the flow. Isn't that a bit crazy just to hide your true name because you went with the flow? What's the big deal, huh? Besides, would the name Lilith really be that much more trustworthy? My fashion sense isn't very Lilith, is it? Some servants have completely crazy outfits, and yours? For reals? World sure is big. Wait, so like, does that mean I'm on the more normal side? No way. Isn't that good? Not having any character gimmicks that stand out sucks. In that case, maybe we should brainstorm on how to make Love stand out a bit more while we eat. Brain what now? Brainstorming, sure, why not? It's interesting, so let's do it. Brainstorm time. Let us speak. Just as things got very serious, your little stands clueless. So I'm kinda lost here, guys. What brainstorming wasn't it? That mind control thing? No, that's brainwashing. Oh, wait, so what are you doing now then? Okay then, everyone, please share your opinion without holding back. For it is uninhibited mind that is key to victory. Allows me to begin. The classic approach to Lilith's problem would be robotic. Lilith meow? I think I can make this for you. True enough, let's discard that train of thought. Please forget about it, Lilith. Hey, no comments on my totes. Cute as hell at cat noise. Super cute, just great. Serve those compliments a bit more sincerely, or you will hurt my feelings. Let's think about another approach. How about this? Maybe she's surprisingly great with kids. Well, you know, I actually am. Should I summon them for you? I had no idea. Wait, summon? Wait a second, okay? And a 1 and 2 and a 3. Summon go. Oh. Children? Haha, what a surprise. No, actually, where the hell did you get these from? I just made them. Right now? What the heck? Oh, Morty Metatron. Morty might ask, who the heck are these brats? Your names are A, B, and C, which is a bit sad. I'll admit, okay, eins, zwei, and drei it is. That's just 1, 2, and 3 in German. It's cool, so it works, stupid cure light. Right, Yuki? Guten Tag eins, zwei, and drei. Hi. Hi. Hello. Yeah, my kids are cutest in the whole world. Little, did you birth more little again? What do you mean again? I mean, that's exactly right. Still phrasing. Again? Wait, Lidum, the very same Lidum who were said to be the children of Lilith. With enough magical energy, Lilith can create as many offspring as she wants. Technically, they are more like familiars than children, though, or maybe closer to weaponry, actually. Weaponry. Yep, alright kids, you can return now. Okay. Ah, good job. According to legend, because of her conquer with God, Liv had 100 of her children die in a single day. Yeah, flip that logic around, and that means I also gave birth to 100 kids in a day. I'm not sure how anything about this makes you great with kids. Let's spend in this familial love line as well. How about something like hidden depths? Oh, so like, contrary to my looks, I'm actually like super pure of heart. How about you're actually super cold-blooded? Ahem, excuse me, that's not very hidden after all. Any else want to kill this guy? If you kill me, I will die, so please don't. Kinda want something more trendy. How about being the popular girl, who's nice to all Chaldean nerds? A Gary who's nice to pervy pirates. I'm gonna have to say no to that one. It's like kinda creepy. Poor guy. It's fine. I'm a bit creepy after all. Anyway, could you hide one of your eyes with your hair? I'd rather die. No, don't be shy. I won't force you. Why is she talking to the air? After all that thinking, I come to the conclusion that I'm fine with the way I am. Yes, true. We shouldn't go around changing things just because. But you're the one who started this whole thing. And I guess I could at least change my clothes. Yuki, do you have any school uniforms? Why would you think that? Lame. Leave already. That's right. Okay, see ya. See ya. Tell me all the deets when you come back. You better do your best too, cure late. Just make sure you don't die, or I guess I wouldn't mind if you did. I try my best. Let's go. I will say you're too invested in a single issue. Shush, I can do what I want. No matter how pertinent your issue may be, I do not wish to bring discord to Granado. Why, because that will ruin the mood? I believe so. Okay, but who cares? The way you're looking at Magic Cure Light, you may as well have an evil eye. It might not be a real hex reinforced with magical energy, but it's similar regardless. Not only that, but you feel guilty about it. Not because of Mash, but because of her master. But those are like two issues of different magnitude, right? I killed his low pride and my innocence is high prio, so basically, even if it hurts me to do so, I'll prioritize anatizing her over anything else. Oh, then here is an idea. The next time you look at her, I will mercilessly glare at you as well. Getting the glare of Chekara team might just kill me, though. Then you had your best restrain yourself. Shit. There, that's everything. How's things for you guys? No problems. Same here. Alright, let's go get the bus and head over to the Greed District then. And we better hope our clients are well behaved. Excuse me. Recently there are angels around here who have gotten pretty lively. See right in front. So could I ask you to take care of them? I'm not sure it's going to be as easy as you make it seem. What choice do we have? Let's do it this. Mercy magically like engaging in battle.
私に見つかるなんて日頃からよっぽど運がないんですね。お気に入りっていつか私もこんな風に出力を上げます。誰も見たことのない世界に逆説融合かけらを集めてさなぎは蝶に変身する。お待たせマスター、これが私の究極体アトムに暮らす無理ヤーグッド。あなたが愛しい、ただ愛しい。なので闇に紛れて狭間に消えてイシャーラーアとはの失墜。賢き蛇堕落しましょう。いいですよ。どうぞ。羽ばたきは静かに。行くぞ着物にゴミがついちゃいました。はーい、パッパッ。一体何百メートルの
Yeah? Enemy life form exterminated. Phew. You two seem to be doing alright. We got into the point we can deal with 6th or 5th order enemies. Hey, it was a tough fight. Yeah, I could tell. Master, cut out just a second. Have I become stronger than I was before? Stronger? You've always been strong, my view. You think so? My strength has never really been sufficient, in my view. That's what I always believed. That's just not the case, Mash. You're a shooter, your best trait is your reliability. As long as we're not severely outnumbered, or dealing with outliers like Boss Belt Kings, you can reliably stand up against most any servants or topographies. Your fighting style is reassuring, Mash. Reassuring. Yeah, I feel the same way. Maybe it's just a big shield, but seeing you fight makes me think less about death. Like that could have killed me just now, or just a bit more and I'd be dead. I haven't been thinking that much so lately, and that keeps us from panicking in battle. Thank you very much. Right back on the bus. Right. I hear a voice in the back of my mind. How nice that for you, your light. Your power is acknowledged by the others. Those closest to you understand just how strong you are. But even so, you just can't bring yourself to set your shield aside, can you? Mash. Sorry, on my way. I can't give up my shield. Both their lives depend on it. I thought I was being protected by Master all this time. I still think that now. But that's all the more reason why I must protect them with my life. Master and cut out 2 lives to defend. I have to. Until the day the color of life in the shield entrusted to me wavers. The day is absolutely not today. Based on what King Ahsoka told us, the client will come our way. Are you 221B Detective Agency? Yes, that's us. I'm staff member Ash Light. Are you the clients who contacted us through King Ahsoka? Yes, we are. Thank you for meeting with us. My name is Selena. This is Stalozio. Please protect us on our way down to hell. You got only we don't exactly know where the way there. I suppose you happen to. No, we are on the only trip we can make, so we don't know the way. What? Oh, we were thinking once we got there, we might find someone to guide us. I see, I guess we should go with that then. Thank you for accommodating us. Good to be working with you. Pardon my asking, but what kind of relationship are you in? Oh, we're just friends. Yes, ever since we arrived in Purgatory, we've gotten along so well. Well, that's a small talk out of the way. Should we ask about why they were on their way down to hell? Based on their reading and conversation, they seem to be pious as the others. I got a question for you two. Yes, what is it? Why exactly are you two going to hell? Yes, I anticipate this might come up. Of course, but I admit, it's an uncomfortable topic. You'd rather not tell us than I'll drop the subject. Oh no, there's nothing uncomfortable about it. But if I'm being honest, we're just so worn out. You're worn out? Yes, we're just so tired praying all the time. And once that happens, you just don't belong in Purgatory anymore. So we felt like it was our obligation to send to hell. This might be a bit insensitive, but wouldn't it be easier to simply stay in Purgatory? You're right, going to hell means letting your life fall into ruin. It's a line where God's light does not reach, and yet, I don't want to be living a lie. I'm the same as Stella, but I'm doing this because I'm afraid. Afraid? I may no longer be welcome in Purgatory. I'm terrified of going down to hell. If I continue to live that life, I will eventually be found out by the angels. Once that happens, I will be obliterated. But most important, I will be a traitor to God Almighty, better to go down to hell than be that. You may not understand this, but we're more afraid of betraying him than going to hell. If that's what the two of you think, then we can respect that. And I think I can sympathize with the idea of Victory being scared. Ash. I'm sorry, please excuse me. Let's go, everyone.
Yo.
$24.
うん、我ながらいい調整だ。惚れ惚れしちゃう。次はもっといい仕事をするからね。じゃんじゃん私に頼ってくれたまえ。
Was I just from the Ordeal?
いらっしゃいマスターくん。レアものだね。まだ見ていく？ピュアプリズムをそれぞれ必要な素材に変えてみよう。クエストに出る必要がないなんてまさに魔術科学の勝利だ。でも限度はあるから本当に必要なものだけにしておきたまえ。よっ。
Surprisingly, you could get those materials really fun. Now, let's get into it. Yo, okay. I don't have this one. The road is getting darker. Dante's Divine Comedy describes house in great detail. It should give us a rough idea of what to expect. What are the specifics? I guess the best way to picture would be in cross-section. Think of it like a funnel or a staircase. There's a gate at the entrance. After passing through, you reach the river, Nekiron. The demon ferryman Kiron takes you across, and then you're in the first circle. Our destination is the fourth. Master, we got the wild beast. It doesn't seem like we can avoid it. Guess we got no choice. I'll take these two and fall back. We'll be safe behind an anti-beast bounty. If an angel shows us, I'll sound the alarm. Got it. Let's go, Master. Resist? I should have called the assassin. The gates ahead weren't anything special. They were even left on. Anyway, the next part is the Ikaron River. According to Divine Comedy, the demon Kiron plays the part of the ferryman. Howdy. Blackbeard? Where'd Blackbeard come from? I don't suppose I'm some kind of celebrity, known for being the great pirate Blackbeard. But right now I'm just getting folks from point A to point B, so wanna board my boat. We got the coin, I'll carry angels, demons, doing gremlins. Sure, where do gremlins enter? If you're kindly cough up the fair. Here, this should do. That should be enough to cover myself easily and everyone from the detective agency. Nah, not enough. What? It ain't enough. This pity coin ain't enough for me to risk my hide. But that person did with this year. Smash. But I'm no ogre either. If I'm still feeling it, I'll bring you to the other side after taking everything down to your bare asses. Oh no. Hey, what happened to the girl that would have been right up Referee's alley? Behind you. Behind me? Oh shit. Ash is behind you. It's really starting to sound like she's launching a sneak attack. That's exactly what she's doing. Yeah. Damn, you're sure spitting image of me when I try to set one up. I don't suppose you were ever me in a past life. An unforgiving insult, you chose war. Of course, Master, you'll get it. This life or the next. Damn it, I wanted my own servant who would adore me and call me master. For now anyway, punch Blackbeard Kiron's lights out with all you got, whatever the consequence you may as well consider after the fact. This is bad. Feels like he's rubbing off on me. We have time to beat up Blackbeard.
今忙しいんですが、お気に入りメタッと嵐を呼びます。切り札打ちますね。どうぞ。顕微鏡でも見えない大きさに変えられると思う。できちゃうんだな、これが。さあ、光より早くアトムにクロスミリオンフット。
I totally forgot the voice lines.
それは闇に書かれた歴史。どこにも届かず、どこにも帰れず。イシャーラー、さようなら。蹴散らして。闇を招きます。あっち。どうぞ。優しいんですね。よっよっ。お先に失礼します。悪いのは好きで月のかけらを集めるように。カツラちゃんちゃんとできます。甘く見ないで。大人になれば BB だって超えられます。指が乱れて私の知恵は世界を照らす。電子機能に落ちてみます？パズル完成です。
立ち上がれ。まだ早い。ここで終わることは許さんぞ。
Next will be for riders. I want to try this. Yeah, Enemy black player Kieran is in Kip City. You surrender? Oh yeah, like you wouldn't believe, I even cut the fare rate to nothing. And we should pay properly for who you're taking. This action could be held against us later. True, there's a possibility he caused trouble using his friends on the opposite true shore. Let's be sure to pay him what is fair. I understand, then this is for you. Huh? No way. How can you see through my intentions? So fruity, is this love? I've had practice. Have you now? Shh. Don't twist my arm, no fruity. In that case, I'll let you board my boat reluctantly. This thing's huge. We're supposed to be crossing a river. Yeah, what river you're thinking? The Acheron River is about the largest in the world. Without a ship this grand, there's no way you make it across. Alright boys, let's set sail. Aye sir. What are you doing all by yourself? Since it got no crew, this here's a one-man show. Grievous to see. Most grievous, but then it's time to set sail. Steady as she goes. Please try to sound a little more motivated. Incident, what brings you folks to help? We have lost confidence in our ability to continue to bring in purgatory. Well, I think I'd be better off living a lie in purgatory given the choice. Is hell that dangerous a place? Picture an American comic book city. There's all villains and no heroes. Sounds awful. Sorry I lied, can't help but excrete, but hey, you know, it's not as tame a place like purgatory is. You're prepared for that. And again, you folks who descend to hell from purgatory usually do already. Maybe you want to disappear because you can't stand it anywhere, or you'll end up corrupted because you simply won't. Whichever you go with, hell won't change for you. And just as I'm shouting, something manly, ladies and gents, we have enemies in sight. These fish of Acherons are hell's specialty. Despite appearance, they have a playful and cute sides, and enjoys tunnelling into people's bodies, with the razor-sharp teethies. Nothing cute about that, you're ready for battle. Roger. One thing, they enjoy is devouring people with kidneys, and livers alike. Okay, let's solve the profile for you.
な存在は目に余ります。スペースの無駄だってわかりませんか？もんよ元気いっぱいですね。カズラちゃん優しいんですね。逆説融合かけらを集めてさなぎは蝶に変身する。お待たせボスカー、これが私の究極体アトムにクロスムリアーグッド。いつか私も月のかけらを集めるように。出力を上げます。今忙しいんですが。誰も見たことのない世界に。 空間ごとミクロの世界に変えてあげます。どんなに強い相手でも私の前ではこの通り。人呼んでネペンテスマジックショー。いけない、着物にゴミがついちゃいました。はーい、パッパッ。
GG, you caught him, so you... So do you want to eat them now to taste like people? Whimpering. It'll be alright. What belongs to the river has its place there. We were right at the other side. Give us a break. Phew, that should give us some temporary peace of mind. What are you talking about? You've still got a long ways to go before you make it to the fourth circle. But even then, we're free from the choking rejection that came of lying, that we endured in purgatory. You're way too honest for your own good. There's no way to live. Thank you for your help, Captain. It's not as though I'd like you kids or nothing. I'm just doing it for the cash. Sure you did. Yep, but I'm also happy to find a kindred spirit. You're sure you don't want to join me and whittle the hours away in conversation like so much plastic garbage? No, Snip. Well, goodbye then, until we meet again. Okay then, we crossed the river, so what's ahead is? Here, let's leave what is ahead for me to guide you. That voices. Hehe, Dante Alukuhiri, now dropping back in. Long time no see. I don't believe it's genuinely happened. I seriously but to make triple sure, you didn't forget me, did you? We didn't forget you. That's true, we didn't forget about you, except for a while we were idling away in the state of sloth. Yes, only while caught up in sloth. Is that so? No way around that. Your sloth beam has incredible subversive power. Oh, allow me to apologize. I am now here to guide the two of you to the fourth circle hell. I am Date Aligirhiri. Yes, pleased to meet you. My name is Selena, and his is Stalazio. Okay then, we're off to the fourth circle. This will be a long journey, so bear with it. We're in Hell's first circle. At first glance, it doesn't seem all that different from Purgatory. Is it just that Sky is shade darker? This place is where the great figures from before Christ should be found. However, according to Metatronius standard, it seems they've been judged unsuitable for hell. According to a place uninhabited, the angels on the patrol should be avoided if at all possible. Well then, let's move on quickly to the second circle. Basic policy is to steer clear of angels and any demonic beasts along the way, or drive them off if it's too difficult. Of course. Angels in particular, be carefulous with them, as their boundless reinforcements never end. Yet demonic beasts don't call for reinforcements, but any commotion they cause can draw over angels. I knew it. It was a good idea to ask your group for help. There's no way we could have made it on our own. We appreciate your efforts between here and the fourth circle. 221B Detective Agency is here to help. M&D law firms likewise advertising. Now that things have settled down, Dante, I'd like to ask you what you've been doing the past night. Keeping busy in hell with legal work, trying my best to gather necessary data. Data. Styliza and Selena shouldn't hear what I have to say. But I can tell you a little bit. Do you kind of still want to defeat Metatron Johnny? If we can, yeah. Because you can't defeat her. Not physically, however. There are no non-physical means to do so out there. That's why I'm gathering data. It's also why Martyr isn't around. Martyr's getting stuff on his own. Uh-huh. Where gathering data is concerned, it's probably the most dangerous position to be. Is it dangerous? Yeah, the guy should make one your mark partner. The 8th circle hell. The 8th circle is where the highest ranking angels can be found in swarms. However, if it can't be found in the 8th circle, then only the 9th remains. Going there solo will certainly prove difficult. What should I do? That being said, it gets my earning card. Racing, no, my main trade is mathematics and crime. So in other words, my criminal side is what excited, and who is to blame me? The Great Library of Alexandria is the main fountain of knowledge to be found in hell. At least if that thunderhit divine comedy holds true, Iskander, Alexander the Great, is in the 7th circle. And if so, the library that bears his famed name must also be subliminally established. I heard apparent rumors along the lines from the sinners around hell. That's another thing altogether to come to spark based on something so uncertain. I suppose it ought to make sense, at least in theory. Even Metatron has become an angel that would see humanity destroyed. One has to understand the necessity of coding wisdom. Nothing else to be done. I suppose I have to find a way in. Whoa, not so fast. I have to flee. But I did say I would gather the necessary data in Dante's steed. I suppose I must find a solution. The particulars will have to wait. Aaron, since we are soon to arrive at the gate to the 2nd circle, then we had better move. Here we have the 2nd circle that is of lust. It's rare to calm. I thought for sure the circle of hell where lust would be more. I expected more of those types of people who'd be led about by their libidos. But yeah, it's actually the opposite of how Berturi does things. Right, but... well spotted. The circle of lust skillfully substitute that drive for the pursuit for beauty. A pursuit of beauty. Yeah, it's precisely because we feel something is so beautiful that it causes libidos to germinate. In that light, the pursuit of it is a good match for the resident of the circle of lust. So I see. So it's not that their desire have been lost, only redirects instead. I have one concern there. I imagine everyone has different views on what count as beautiful. True, there's no accounting for taste. In this place, capital B beauty refers exclusively to what fits the warden's preference. Anything else isn't recognized. That's a little unreasonable. Beauty is an ambitious standard by definition. And you're not wrong to believe as such, but that might not fly in front of the warden. Order and control come from having uniform standards. Her grip over the 2nd circle has become a desperate one. You might know her name as the emblem of beauty known to all. Let's go meet with her, pass through the gate from the 2nd circle. That requires her permission. Here's the warden's castle. There's no ruling out the eventuality of a battle with warden. When first we should try resorting to dialogue. You there, halt. What is your business here? We have come to obtain permission to pass through the 1st circle. Then you have to wait. Well, however, the lot of you. What is it? There's not a damn thing beautiful about you. This is the problem with people from the latter circle. Ah, yes, I suppose. Look here, beauty doesn't mean being overly thin or fat. But why am I wasting my breath on people from the other circles? Just as long as you understand how unattractive you all are. How astute you are here, I never even knew. So remarkable, may I offer some applause? Sloppy way to reply. Well, it's getting to be time. Let me answer. Now be captive and bow in reverse before the beauty of a ward. So who's gonna be? You seem to know your way around my Tranku second circle. I understand you're headed to the fruit. Normally will be unforgivable soon to ignore my beauty. But as you are just passing by, I, Cleopatra, are your beauty, shall meet you through. Cleopatra. Yes, who else would I be but Cleopatra? As part of the ruler class, I administrate this circle of lust. Now then, who among you is the leader of your party? That'd be Yuki, I guess. Master is the leader of the party. Oh, I think that goes without saying. You sure about that? Well, that's fine. Now come closer. You have such a dreary face, don't you? But I forgive you, young man. Just passing through from the second circle to third. That's it. If that's really all, I suppose I can allow it. But only if you're passing through. Phew, I'm getting used to enough chills here to catch cold. Agreed, by the end, I would say the atmosphere suddenly turned ugly, and there was a tense feeling in the air. Our position here is delicate, but you know. And yet, it's as much a circle of lust that you want to expect. The proactive display from both men and women sure gets irritating. Are the two of you alright? Yeah, yes, I think I might be okay. I can resist these temptations, yes. I might not be in such a state. I can feel my resistance to the second circle gradually fading away. But you prefer to stay here. Now let's continue onwards. The fourth circle perhaps may prove to be more attractive. I see. Then if the rest of you would allow us to continue moving on as a group. Doesn't change the nature of your request, no problem. More important, Dante, the first circle I think might have been the circle of gluttony. I think I'd like to leave the gluttony circle behind us, as quick as possible. As I wrote in my poem, there we'll find the three-headed hound care bearers. But worse yet are the denizen there. Even worse? How dreadful. The ruin said that the gluttony circle was a place of precious little strife compared to the rest of hell. And no doubt there is a little in the way of strife. However, just because there's less of that doesn't mean it's any safer. Oh then, let us advance into a super circle. If you'll kindly give our orders later. Okay, move out. Started raining. It's our luck, it's raining. No, luck's got nothing to do with this rain. In the first circle, the rain falls for luck. I advise you not to stay under it for long. Alyssa, Melina, don't hesitate to give me your hand. Oh, alright. The first circle, internal allergic black rain, huh? What do you mean? It's from a section of the Divine Comet. The first circle where those burdened by the sin of blending flow harmful black rain goes on pouring down. If possible, we need to hit somewhere place to shelter from the rain. Damn, this timing couldn't be any worse. There's no choice but to resolve this quickly. Watch your that. Alright, then I would join the battle as well. Back here from my other world. Actually, that sounds cool if I do so things.
潰したものか。
ほう
切り札いきますね。
イメージ悪いんだがね。
目を背けないで。
この門を開くならば全ての望みを捨てねばならぬ。絶望の魔獣よ、溢れ出せ。俺と僕の狂気の源である。
あなたが愛しい、ただ愛しい。なので闇に紛れて狭間に消えて、イシャーラーとはの失墜。死になさい。
It's not enough to...
闇を招きます。今忙しいんですが。いいどうぞ。
任せろ。
ルンダス賢きヘ
フェノメノ。
ビー拒否します。あまり悩ませないで。楽しくなるでしょう。工具を切ります。
イメージ悪いんだがね。我が暗黒よ、今この世にあふれん。さあこの門をくぐるなら希望を捨てよ。何時
そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。あなたが憎い、あなたが憎い、あなたが憎い。闇に落として押しつぶしましょう。されど巨毛は闇の娘だから温かく死になさい。拒否します。
勝利か。虚しいものだ。敗北するわけにはいかないのだが。
Oh, damn. We may have been the angels, but this ring is harsh. Let's find shelter somewhere. We don't get out of this ring. The debris reinforcements have shown up at worst time. We won't hold out for another battle either, not to mention. They choke. Those two looks to be in a lot of pain. Nothing else we can do but to run away. Dante, look after those two when you can. Ash and I will bring up the rear. Now go. But if we do that... Wait, they're still big. I suppose we were told to use it if we really needed to. Just send help then. Okay, I'll use it. Hey, at least take a second to think, but I guess snap decision count for something. Angel reinforcements inbound. An earthquake. What? Huh? What's the logic here? Why is... What's the Granado doing here? Anyway, let's go in. We can't all be house-sitting. Oh look who's back. We are back? Yeah, I wasn't sure I could pull it off, but I have to say, that act was just a short of miracle. Too arrogant. Getting there? I confess my conceit. What the hell's going on here? Do you really not understand, Master? You're slow, you know? If you're the Master who's sure to save pan-human history, your intuition counts as much as anything. But you brought the whole house with you. Oh, you actually figured the whole thing. Reckless doesn't do this justice. By this way, you can keep up with your travels without leaving home. As you think the hardest part of your journey is being unable to go back to your own bed. At any rate, we should rest here for today. Celia, you two can rest in my office. Thank you very much. We hate to be a bother. We may as well take whatever passes spur break too. By the way, Metatron, I was just thinking, what about letters like King of Silk and Lilith? Makusa's here too. Phew, what an unpleasant dream I had. I dreamt that Granado had flown through the sky and landed in Hell's first circle. But then maybe it wasn't a dream. Yeah, it was no dream. Look what you gone and done, you wench. Phone call for you, Master Pickup. What do you mean for me? Despite saying that you're still running to pick up the phone call, you're still seeing Miki, honestly. Yes, hello, this is the Granado. Yuki. I cannot see the Granado from here. Where might it have gone? The first circle of hell. The gluttony circle, then no wonder. Our place doesn't do delivery. No one ordered it out. But leaving that crap aside, what the heck happened to your Granado? It's now in the first circle of hell. Oh, that place running up in Wazoo, so like, you summon it there? Extreme measure for extreme situation, and all that jazz. Can't blame you there, Gotta, where does that leave me? I don't mind sleeping outdoors. But don't you think a beauty like me would be in danger camping out in the open? You would. Right. I'm a bit thrown off by the unusual straightforward reply. It's a bit humiliating, but I'll make my way to the first circle. Alrighty, forgot something important. Tell the others I won't need dinner. I'll grab mine along the way. A comment that carried a hint of lonesomeness, like when a teenage daughter says she doesn't want dinner. What are you talking about? Excuse me, that was a foolish remark on my part. With that out of the way, seeing as you're in the first circle of hell, why not take an umbrella along when next you set out? Good idea if I have one. Are there any umbrellas? I doubt it. Not a chance, purgatory never seems to day rain. But then if the materials are flimsy, they won't be able to repel the cursed poison the rain contains. I got my countermeasure. Mash is servant, and Yuki is his resistance. But despite that being reigned all over by, it is trouble on its own. Well, let me offer you a quiz. Makusa. There exists a garganid servant, a being of divine spirit, caliber like something out of the heavenly realm. And by the name Executor of God's will, inscribed with the angel. To whom might it be referring to? Of course, due to various circumstances, its power has somewhat diminished. Even then, who would be the hero that qualifies as its A-rank servant? In addition, to whom even cured poison would prove insufficient, brushing aside with a catch of whom? What do you mean? I want to hold on to my sloth. Please? I can't say no. I suppose I can help, at least until you're clear of the first circle. Thank you so much. I want to hold on to my sloth. Why if I shoot a sloth beam? When the quest is over and done. For now, let's watch the rain off in Camille washroom and have a meal. It's a ridiculous way of doing things. But I'm actually grateful to be able to come back here so soon. Definitely. The other person is saved for another day. Too bad I had to wake up early tomorrow. That's alright.
立夏を過ぎると暦の上では夏になるそうです。今回も無事に帰還できましたね。小さなことからコツコツと